So we've heard the news that Prime Minister Joseph Muscat decided to walk out onto the Labour Party stage at the rally he held commemorating Workers' Day, straight from the office of the Prime Minister. And as fellow MEP candidate Peter O'Juice has pointed out, he's confusing, or he seems to be confusing, the apparatus of government with that of party. Now, this is not something we really should be. Can I really say we should be surprised? I mean, we've seen the Labour Party do this before, haven't we? We've seen the Labour Party already confuse the judiciary with government and the police system with government and all branches in our democracy with what is effectively centralised control in Castile. They don't have red lines. They don't have borders. For them, l'état c'est moi, as the French kings used to say. And that's wrong, because that shows how the ruling party, how the ruling clique actually think. Now, as I said, it's not really surprising, is it? It's not something which shocks us, because those of us with long enough memories, or at least one standard history book, know that the Labour Party has always thought this way. What's worrying me is something a little bit more insidious. What's worrying me is the fact that Joe Muscat, this time with his party leader hat on, spoke of the European Parliament elections as being one of hope against fear. Because, of course, if anyone other than the Labour Party had to win a majority of seats in the European Parliament election, then that would imply fear and something bad and wrong. Playing on people's emotions. And that is a powerful play. But realistically, what is he trying to do? Does he see himself as some Maltese Mediterranean Ginger Obama? I don't think so. I think he's trying to portray the current opposition as being something that people should be afraid of. I don't think he needs to do much over there. The opposition isn't doing itself any favours anyway. But the fact is, and something that Joe Muscat will continuously forget to tell you, the fact is, in Europe, it's not about Labour or nationalist, it's not about blue or red. It's about choosing someone, choosing a representative who will work for you, who will work for your interests, who will not fight a partisan political battle up in Brussels or Strasbourg, and instead will work for the greater good, for your benefit. And that's something Joe Muscat doesn't tell you. That's something Joe Muscat doesn't want, because he'd much rather have greater control over the one institution he cannot currently control, the European Parliament. What you need to be afraid of, actually, is the way the Labour Party is trying to control the way you think. My call to you today is to ask yourself, who do you want in the European Parliament? Someone prepared to represent you or the Labour Party? Think about this, and on the 25th of May, when the election comes round, see what you're going to do. See where you're going to place your number one on the vote. My name is Antoine Bourges, contesting the election under the name of Brain Not Ego. Thank you for listening.